who's finally lost her marbles. I'm just kidding. I'm actually just flattening some dough and butter. But it does look like I lost myself. No, not yet. Although I have to say, this image of me having a croissant break outside of the kitchen, it's giving Ben Affleck. And the reason is because there is a big problem with my business. And that problem is I have too much demand. For the last few weeks at the farmer's market, we've been selling out of everything by noon. The whole thing goes until 2 p.m. And well, that's great. It leaves me to just tell people for 2 hours.
We're sold out of everything. Sorry.
Me and my assistant are spending as much time as we can in the kitchen, but these guys are selling like hotcakes, or actually just like vegan croissants. We cannot keep them in stock no matter how much we bake, package, or ship. And you're probably thinking to yourself, girl, stop complaining. These are not real problems. And I 100% agree. Not complaining here, I'm explaining. Because I feel really bad when I have to put a sold out thing on my website or people don't get the flavor that they wanted at the market. Anyways, I'm working on it, okay? And of course, it does not help that I have been dealing with some problems with my distributor. Also, the bangs are definitely not banging, and they've become true curtain bangs. They grew out really fast. I look like a 7-year-old boy. That's not a good look. Anyhow, I'm on the way to Publix right now to go look for butter because I was supposed to get a huge shipment of the vegan butter so we could make more croissants, and it did not arrive. So now I need to go all around town and clean out their butter supply, because without butter there is no vegan croissants. So let's get to it. Oh, also, a new level of business has been unlocked, and we have kitchen uniforms. How cute is that? I feel so legit. Do you ever go to a Publix that's not your usual Publix, and then like everything is just out of whack? You're like, wait, that's not where things were supposed to be? This is the situation we find ourselves in right now. Everything's in the wrong place. But even though we're working a lot, we still manage to have fun. Producing more than ever comes with its challenges, but it's also an opportunity to play a little game with everybody else that works in our kitchen. Most amount of dough that we've had for loaves ever. That's a lot of dough. We're gonna try to figure out how many loaves we can get out of this. I will say 24. I don't know, maybe like 30. 29, okay. How many loaves do you think we can get out of the massive thing of dough? 16, okay. We'll see who's right. Alright, we're at 10. We still have quite a lot of dough to go through. That's 16. You're lost. We already reached 16. We're not even halfway through. He has headphones on. He does not care about this game. Yeah, 24. Well, 25 with the one you have right there. Yes. I'm out of the game. I lost. Yeah. 29. We're not done yet. Alright, what's the final count?
33. This one's too small. She's a baby.
That's for us to enjoy as losers, because we all lost the game. And fun fact, this is what the loaves look like when I put the rosemary and sea salt on them. I know it looks like chicken cutlets, but I promise you it's a croissant loaf. And if you think that's weird, let me show you what I did for a friend of mine. So here's what I got you to replenish your calories.
Oh.
Go ahead, open it. But wait, let's backtrack. So my friend Jess ran an ultra marathon. Why she would do that, I have no idea. Apparently brings her joy to run miles and miles and miles on end. I don't get it, but hey, I showed up to support with this very funny sign, if I may say so myself. Definitely did not Google funny signs for runners. Anyways, besides the point, I also wanted to bring something for her to replenish her calories. Because if your idea of fun is running, I cannot accompany you, but I will bring you baked goods afterwards. But if you're running 30 miles, 50 50 miles, 30 kilometers. I honestly don't know. It doesn't matter. I ran a 5K once and I decided that that was enough for me and I won't be running again unless a bear's chasing me. Point is, if you're running that long, then you're gonna need a lot more than just one pain au chocolat or one croissant, right? And I know she's a fan, so I decided, let's make this bigger. Let's make this croissant the size of the feat that she's accomplishing. So that's what this big boy looked like. And once it was baked, people were asking me when it got out of the oven if it was a turkey. That's how big it was.
Oh my god.
It's a chocolate croissant. I think this should help.
Thank you.
What the hell? That's insane.
And yeah, she loved it. She ate the whole thing. But honestly, I think these guys that showed up to the race in these costumes with the sign that says "Run like a T-Rex is chasing you" stole the show. This is a complete non sequitur, but this sign that I pass every day has been living in my mind rent free. And now it's in yours too. Anyway, I've been having lots of coffee lately because I'm preparing for the biggest event of the year. It's called Locotopia. It takes place in St. Pete, and this year it falls on my birthday. And it's taking a ridiculous amount of planning, but thankfully... Okay, so first of all, this mess over here, it's not a mess. It's intentional. So these are all the boxes I'm going to need to take all the croissants to Locotopia, because when you have that many croissants, they need to get there somehow, some way. But... you have one of those moments. If you're a type A personality, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Where I'm like, damn, past me is really a gem. Like, I was looking through my notes because I, make a little note with like all the things I need to know for an event. So I looked up Locotopia because I was like, I think last year I made a note. Yes, I did. And I did a post-mortem of the event, which is just like, thank you, 2023 me. Like, you're amazing. So it looks like most people bought 1 or 2 items because there are so many options of food, which is true. I should bring a lot more change next time because I ran out really early. So definitely going to stop by the bank to get a lot of change. And people wanted something sweet in the afternoon, but the chocolate sold out, even if there were twice as many as the other flavors. Bring more chocolate and brownies next time for the afternoon, and maybe make a sign that says something like craving something sweet. Very smart. I will do that. And then, yeah, it looks like from the numbers, I wrote down how many I sold, and it was a lot more chocolate than everything else. Looks like the total will be, does math in her head, that's 300, the one goes up, 200, 300, 400. Looks like last year I sold, let's round it up and call it like 600 croissants total. So yeah, I think this makes this year's goal of 1,000 croissants very doable because we've grown a lot in the last year. How exciting. Oh yeah, this year I set out a goal to sell 1,000 croissants at Locotopia. And because the universe thought, you know what, planning all of this is not enough. Let's throw some other curveballs her way. I got a sinus infection. It's because of my allergies. So I'm taking these horse-sized pills. And taking antibiotics always messes up my stomach. So I'm taking this yogurt that's cashew. It's vegan. It's from Trader Joe's. It's really good. And then I'm topping it off with this local granola. This is the best granola ever. And while we're on the subject of food, can I just share some of the amazing vegan food I've had lately? So right now it's sumo season and I'm all about that. Until April, you will find me eating them. Then I made a homemade pizza. It was Publix dough, but you know what? I'm a baker for trade and I was tired. I did not feel like making more dough on my day off. So I got the Publix dough. It was fine. It's vegan. And I used these vegan cheeses from Trader Joe's and this one that I got at Sprouts a while ago. And I was like, okay, let's see what this is about. And I used the Trader Joe's truffle powder seasoning. If you don't like truffle, do not get this. It's very truffly. I love it, so it's great. Oh, and I threw some broccoli in there to give this meal some kind of trace of greenery, so I convinced myself that it was good for me. And she looks pale, but she was delicious. Then at Good Intentions, I had this ropa vieja. It was delicious, incredible. I would not be comfortable eating this at a place that was not vegan. It was that good.
Now in Orlando, I went to this place called Taco Chino, which is like across the street from Framework, which is a place that sells my stuff, which you should go to. Anyway, they have this like Mexican and Asian fusion. I had the peanut tacos, which were so good, and the plantains on the side because I cannot help myself with plantains. The sauce is not vegan, but they could put that on the side, so that was fantastic. Also in Orlando, I stopped by Binks, which is the place that carries my brownies, and I decided to switch it up with my latte. Usually I go for caramel or vanilla, and today I was like, you know what? Let's just be wild. Let's get a flavor that I'd never gotten before. And I got the tiramisu latte. And this was my reaction when I tried it.
It really tastes like tiramisu, which is surprising because I asked the barista what was in the tiramisu syrup and if it was vegan, and she read the ingredients list. Don't do that. There's nothing in the tiramisu syrup that resembles food. It's a science experiment, chemistry equation. It comes together to taste like tiramisu in your coffee. That's amazing. Science, technology. What a time to be alive.
So now you know. Now a quick update with the books. I stopped reading Little Women. I'm sorry, but it just was not for me. They're cute, they're adorable, but that's pretty much it. And I started reading The Fourth Wing. Finally, I am so into it. I cannot wait to read more. However, I do need to stamp over 1,000 little sleeves for Locotopia. So yeah, I'll be here until further notice, and I will see you guys in the next video.